warm welcome to our Facebook viewers who are watching us online, and with me is the founder of Isha Foundation, Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev, who is also known to be a seeker, a yogi, and someone who is very unconventional. So, Sadhguru, I'm going to ask you some very unconventional questions. According to the perception which
What is a convention anyway?
Okay. I'm going to ask you questions on what the general belief in the country is. Like, for example, a spiritual guru or someone who is a religious personality should not drive SUVs, should not play golf, should not wear jeans, but you do all of that.
Well, somebody asked me, another journalist asked me the same question. In ancient times, yogis used to walk, you drive your own car. I said, you fool, in ancient times everybody was walking, not just the yogis.
Okay.
So if I come in a bullock cart, you will say, what a fool, why can't he fly? If I come by airplane, you say, why is he flying? So the problem is, they have some images, calendar images that they've seen of a yogi, and they think that's how he should be.
Okay. And also there is another belief that a religious guru, if he is having a following of about 5 lakh people, how dare he talks about Bollywood songs, how dare he talks about sex. I mean, that is the general belief amongst the people. How would you counter that?
I don't know what songs you're talking about. I have not spoken about songs, but I think you and me are standing here because somebody had sex. No, I'm normal birth, I don't know how you were born. So, the problem with us is, we don't want to face life as it is, and we think it's spiritual process. No, spiritual process is in being absolute acceptance of everything. This does not mean you're enslaved to something. You clearly see what each aspect of life, how much of a role it plays. You tell me right now, I will tell you next 2 minutes you should not think about monkeys. You're only thinking monkeys right now. So, whoever talked about these things, you should not talk about this, you should not talk about that. Do not know a thing about human mind. The nature of human mind is, if you say I don't want something, only that will happen.
Absolutely,
So,
you're right.
it is most important that you come to a profound acceptance of every aspect of life, so that everything will fall into its natural place. Because you have not accepted certain things, it's ruling the world right now, unfortunately.
Absolutely. But is celibacy a necessity for following a spiritual life?
See, if you want to do certain things, a certain level of focus and a certain level of energy, then it becomes relevant. It is not to be spiritual, you have to be a celibate. It is just that if you're looking at the mountain, you won't look at something down here. So because you're looking at something, other things have vanished from your life. Not that you've given up anything, you found something more interesting. When you were a child, you were playing with a toy. Do you still play? No, because you found something more interesting, isn't
Absolutely.
it? So people are stuck in certain things simply because they try to deny to themselves. If they simply accepted it and they looked around, they would have found many more things which are far more exciting and interesting.
Thank you so much, Sadhguru.
Thank
It was
you.
a pleasure talking to
Thank
you.
you very much.
So you'll find this entire interview very soon on Rajya Sabha Television. Goodbye till then.
Thank you. Now I have to